my name's Todd Krause. I currently live in Northbrook, Illinois. That's a northern suburb of Chicago. My family and I are in the process of relocating to a suburb of Indianapolis, and we will be there next month. I'm 55. Almost 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a form of primary immunodeficiency called specific antibody deficiency with normal IG. I found out what that means is that my immunoglobulin exists. I do have it, except it doesn't work, and it doesn't protect me from illnesses and keep me healthy. As a result, I'm now using IG therapy. I do it what they call subcutaneously, where I inject it into my belly underneath the skin, and then my body absorbs it, and it keeps me sick from being sick. It keeps me healthy. I'm able to do that once a month. Takes me about 2.5, 3 hours from start to finish with the setup, doing the infusions, and then all the cleanup and take down and putting everything away. So about 3 hours out of my life every month is dedicated to that. Prior to that, I've spent years being sick, constant sinus infections, pressure, sinus pressure, headaches. It would periodically migrate down into my chest and become bronchitis. I was typically on antibiotics 3-4 times a year. I could count on pretty regularly. I was living on a combination of ibuprofen, acetaminophen, Sudafed. I could tell you down to the minute when I could take the next dose, because that's the only way I could get through the day. That's the only way I could manage the pain and the discomfort. And for years, the doctors kept saying, well, maybe there's something wrong, maybe there's something wrong, but they never suggested any way to check, any way to find out what was going on. I honestly found out on my own because I finally worked up the courage to deal with a problem that I've known I had for a long time, and I just really didn't want to admit that I had a snoring problem. I did go to Chicago ENT, where I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. I went through 3 sleep studies, found out that a surgery I had prior to seeing them to straighten out my deviated septum and widen my sinus passages didn't do the job. So that first round of what they call septoplasty and sinuplasty wasn't effective, and I had to do it again. So at a follow-up visit, the ENT said, well, I'm going to refer you to our allergist immunologist and have her take a look at you. First thing she did is she ran a full panel of blood work, came back and said, you're not producing antibodies. So that was a little bit of a shock. She had me do the Prevnar and Pneumovax vaccines. I did them back to back. I started out with Pneumovax, went and got my blood levels checked 4 to 6 weeks afterwards. Nothing changed. So then we did Prevnar. Waited 4 to 6 weeks, got my blood levels checked. Things still didn't change. So she said, well, that means that you need IG therapy. I really was not excited to hear that. That kind of shattered my idea that if I finally just said, okay, I've got a problem, I have to deal with it, maybe there's a procedure that I could have done and then I'd be better the rest of my life. And what I found out is no, it doesn't go away, it's chronic, there's no cure for it, but I can manage it. So I've had to adjust, and I've had to change my thinking from, okay, I'm not excited about seeing doctors, but maybe if I see them, they can fix me, to saying, okay, doctors are a part of my life. I need them, and I need this treatment in order to live a good, healthy life. Life before treatment just was not fun. It was, I'm doing what I have to, make it through the day, take the painkillers, and then can't wait to drop in bed and tomorrow I'd have to get up and do it all over again. But now it's much better. Along the way, with the diagnosis, I got introduced to IDF, Immune Deficiency Foundation. I've met all the people here. I've been involved in a number of their activities. I've participated in the walk that helps them raise money. This past March, I flew out to DC to talk to the senators and the representatives out there about healthcare and the issues that those of us in the PI community face. I'm currently here at the retreat where I'm meeting lots of great people and sharing stories, finding out how they manage, what their life is like. And I'm thankful for all the help from everybody. You've really, really got to get a team around you. And it's the right medical team, it's the right family support, it's help from people at IDF. Become part of the community, get help, get support, and then life is much better. So that's my story.